Hey guys, it's Wacky. Welcome you to week 5 of CLDL. Wow, we're already like over halfway done with the season. And it's literally as soon as I clicked the fucking record button, my heater turned back on. So you're gonna have to hear that for the whole video. Anyways, uh, we did our match like half an hour ago. So figured I might as well just record it while it's fresh in my head. So today we got um, well, I guess I'll just go set by set. We have a eject pack Kyurem with Draco Meteor, Ice Beam, Freeze Dry, and I think Ancient Power. Yeah, because in this matchup I literally only needed like Draco, and like I didn't have any options to hit the Scissor, unless I did like Sunny Day Weather Ball, but I felt like this game was gonna go way too fast for me to be able to even get up a Sunny Day. Sunny Day would have been really helpful though. I'll say that much. So basically, the idea behind Kyurem is just to Draco on the Scissor or the Slowking switch in, assuming he were to bring like Assault Vest Slowking for Kyurem. Although that's kind of risky because Slowking is also like kind of setup fodder if I was like Dragon Dance, but Scissor kind of stops that anyways. Um, but yeah, I felt like Weather Ball is too slow, and now my computer's like trying to blow up. Holy shit. Anyways, our next set is Choice Scarf Meowscarada. I ran Adamant Nature this week because it helped me get some rolls on some things that otherwise I wouldn't have. For one, I think U-Turn had a chance to just straight up kill Qianpao. And as well as just like this guy, I don't think Scarf Torn is like a thing. So yeah, I was pretty free to run Adamant Nature. I can't remember what is the matchup. Oh yeah, the only 110 speed mon he had was Grafai, which I did not prep for. I think some other mons he had, if you couldn't see it, was Carkol, Terra, and Cradily Terra. And I kind of thought he would bring one of them because like Terra Poison Carkol kind of walls Moltres. But we'll get into the Moltres in a second. Next up we got, oh, before I get too off track, our Meowscarada, I said it was Scarf Adamant with Flower Trick, Knockoff, Triple Axle, and U-Turn. I almost went with Foul Play because Foul Play would have done a lot of damage to Scissor, but I figured if he was like defensive Scissor, then it was still not going to get two-shot. So I just opted to run Axel for the Torn and then the pre-Terra Hydrapple, as well as just like big damage on other shit because Axel's a fun and broken move. Our next set is Assault Vest Iron Shreds with Earthquake, Iron Head, Supercell Slam, and Volt Switch. I really wanted to run Heavy Slam, but apparently Qianpao is like a fat piece of shit. So Heavy Slam would have only done like, I don't know, like 30% to it. I can't remember, but it was a very little amount. Whereas Iron Head just did more. I'm pretty sure Qianpao lived Iron Head too. Like Iron Shreds is like not like an offensive mon. It does a lot less damage than I remembered it. I don't know. It has like those matchups where either it does like a shit ton of damage or it does like nothing. And this was one of the matchups where Treads doesn't really do anything, but I kind of only brought it because it had the least horrible matchup of all the rest of my mons. And I'll get into like ideas with the other mons in a second too. Our next set is Terra Poison Moltres. Very physically defensive. I was originally gonna go like more offensive, but my only offensive move was Flamethrower, and otherwise I was just clicking Toxic most of the time. And Terra Poison itself was keeping me from, just getting Toxic poisoned. So yeah. Our next set is a Terapagos with Pitaya Berry. I think that's what it is. Is it Pitaya? I think I'm thinking of like Payapa, which is like the Psychic Berry, the Psychic Resist Berry. I think it's Pitaya though. So the idea was Terapagos kind of just takes damage from a lot of shit over time. like the Peturunt and the Hydrapple and the Slowking and the Torn. Like, they're not gonna really kill me, but I thought they would get me low enough to where I could get off the Pitaya Berry, and then I Rock Polish. Um, and our offensive moves are Terra, Starstorm, Earth Power, and Flamethrower. Flamethrower is pretty obvious. There's a Scissor, there's a Chien-Pao. I think Terrapagos gets Aura Sphere too, but I couldn't fit Aura Sphere because of Scissor. Um, and I needed Earth Power to hit the Peturunt. I guess I could have maybe went without like Terra Starstorm low key, but then I wouldn't really be hitting hard on like the other shit that he had, so I don't know. It's kind of a losing situation there. Other options I thought of was like Choppleberry. Um, I think Rapid Spin was an idea I had too, because uh, opponent has Sandy Shocks, and Sandy Shocks is super annoying as a lead. Although I didn't expect it to come because of my top three just kind of beat it. Even Moltres, like it can beat Moltres, but then like Terra Moltres can kind of beat it. But anyways, our last set is a Nasty Plot Pheasantipity with the Beery Berry, and it has like a little bit of HP investment. Otherwise, it's just pretty much max special attack and like kind of fast, I think. Although I can't really remember why I was fast. I think maybe because I wanted to outspeed Peturunt, but I kind of regret doing that. Or maybe it was just... Actually, I don't know, because Scissor would just Bullet Punch. So I think that was an error with... Yeah, I think that was an error with building, actually. I probably should have like looked that over in the... whatever it was. But anyways, our offensive moves are Moonblast, Heat Wave, and I think Dark Pulse, and then Plot. Dark Pulse was just the best option I could use to hit Peturunt. Otherwise, I was pretty comfortable with Heat Wave and Moonblast, just kind of finishing off the rest. But as you'll see, his Hydrapple is Terra Fire, and not Peturunt. Fez was like not going to be breaking through the Hydrapple. So anyways, starting off the battle, you guys can't see it, but it's revealed that he is Terra Fire on Hydrapple, which kind of makes sense. It's like an extra answer to Kyurem in case he was scared of it. I almost didn't even bring Kyurem. I think originally I was gonna bring like Mesprit or Girder. Girder would have been like really good against Chien-Pao, and then like Fire Punch for Scissor and all this other shit. And then like if Slowking wants to T-Wave me, or well, I wouldn't stay in on a Slowking, but if I get hit by like Peturunt and shit, then it gives me Guts boost. Otherwise, I think Mesprit, my set would have been like Adamant, max attack with like Drain Punch, Fire Punch, Zen Headbutt, and like some other move with Colbur Berry. And honestly, I'm looking at this game and like the Mesprit would have gotten like a kill, but it's fine. Anyways, we're gonna lead with Treads, and he's gonna lead Mega Scissor. I'm gonna Volt Switch, and here I find out he's like really specially defensive. And because I have a Moltres like looming in the back, I assumed he would just U-turn, but he actually makes a really good play. I feel like Annabunny's like the only person I've faced in the last like half a year that's actually paid attention to like the what's it called, Terra preview. And he saw that my Moltres is Terra Poison, so he's like, okay, this Moltres is like kind of an issue for me, and like he doesn't really know what my set is, but I'm Terra Poison, so I can't get poisoned by Peturunt. I could run Toxic, which would be really annoying for Slowking and Hydrapple, and then like Chien-Pao is not really gonna break through me, and Toxic would be annoying for Torn. So he's gonna get the Toxic off on me, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm Terra Poison, and I'm already Toxic Poison myself. I'm gonna Terrasilize, and I'm gonna throw off a Toxic. I kind of thought he could go Peturunt, because seeing Terra Poison means like I might be running Toxic for like 100% accurate Toxic. but I kind of thought he would just go into Slowking, but I end up just kind of clicking Toxic into Petrun, which kind of stupid. He's gonna Parting Shot, I think back into... No, he goes into Slowking, and then I'm gonna go into Treads because I thought the Slowking might just like teleport, and Treads kind of has like the best neutral matchup against everything. Like it's not gonna get destroyed. But anyways, he's gonna be Trick Room Slowking, and then Supercell Slam is not gonna do like any damage. I don't know, like this Treads is really weak, guys. Like I like Treads, but come on, it only did 58% to a Slowking, and it's like Trick Room offensive. We're gonna activate his weakness policy. I think he definitely ran that to make me proud. But otherwise, y'all are making a statement if you're running weakness policy versus me. And it's kind of unfortunate because I was going into this game saying like, oh man, I couldn't slap a weakness policy on anything. But he did that for me, which is nice. Anyways, I kind of lose to Slowking. Like, this mon, yeah, I don't eat anything. I don't know what his last move is. Let me check actually. Oh yeah, it was Focus Blast. Oh god damn it. I think you saw the result. I mean, honestly, I've already lost this game. But anyways, yeah, Surf is gonna knock me out. Surf is gonna knock out like pretty much everything else. I could go Terapagos, but Terapagos wasn't gonna like take 2 hits, and I also wasn't gonna kill Slowking. So the best idea for me, I think, was I went Terapagos, but then I think I stacked Treads. He goes Petrunt though, because I go Iron Treads, and he's gonna Parting Shots into Torn on my Earthquake. He's really like predicting the shit out of me. Like, to be honest, I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night. I don't know why, but I woke up at like 8 a.m. and for some reason struggled to fall back asleep. So I only got like 4 hours, so yeah. But I'm gonna Earthquake right into Torn. And then Trick Room wears off, and now he's faster. Like, the Trick Room only benefited Anamuddy, like, this whole time. Like, he was always faster than me in Trick Room until, like, the last possible second. So, like, I don't know if, like, it's just how things played out, or if, like, that was what he was trying to get done. Like, he had so much control over this game. But anyways, he's gonna Malignant Chain me. I'm gonna use up my Terra Shell. It's also not gonna poison me, which I'm really lucky for. Although he might be under the impression that I'm like Covert Cloak Terapagos or something. As I'm gonna Earth Power again, it barely misses the KO, and actually, I don't understand that roll because -1 defense, I almost did like double damage. I mean, it wasn't actually double damage, but like 38 times 1.5 is like 57. So I don't know, I guess I low rolled and then high rolled, but I don't know what this Petrunt spread is. He did send me a pace, but I can't really remember. Let me look at it. Petrunt, oh, it's just max special defense and max HP. He had Recover on his set, but he didn't click it. Holy shit, what am I doing? Earth Power is gonna knock him out. He's gonna go into Slowking, and Terra Starstorm is gonna do 45%. That was kind of a lot, but he's gonna Trick Room, and I actually switched out here because, I mean, my Terapagos was faster than everything, and I could have killed the Slowking, but I wouldn't have gotten the chance to like do anything else in the game. And I think at this point, Terapagos is kind of my win con. And so if Terapagos doesn't win the game, then I'm pretty sure I just lose. So yeah, he's gonna Trick Room, Psychic Crit, Kyurem, and then he's gonna miss Focus Blast. And Kyurem's gonna score the kill on Slowking with Draco. I kind of didn't want Slowking to die. I guess I was hoping he'd go back into Scissor or something, but yeah, he's just letting Slowking die, which I think was not the right move. But Anyways, I'm gonna go into Fez now. Fez was the only mon I can think of that had like the best matchup versus like anything he wanted to bring out, at least in Trick Room. Even against like Hydrapple, I didn't really want to mess with like anything else. But he's gonna go Scissor. Excuse me. He's gonna Bullet Punch me, and it does 33%. So he's not actually sure if a second Bullet Punch is gonna knock me out. It would make sense for both of us if I ran like enough defense EVs to live 2 Bullet Punches if he max rolled twice. But I was too stupid, and this is actually him low rolling me, and I probably should have assumed that. So I'm gonna go into Kyurem, but he Bullet Punches me anyways, so I don't really know like what he's talking about. But all I really needed to do was stall out Trick Room. And I think here I go back into Trap Ghost. He's gonna switch hard into Qianpao, and I'm gonna Rock Polish. Now my only play here is hope that he doesn't have a Sacred Sword, or hope that I burn him with Flamethrower. Those are my only outs, and if he wins this interaction, then I just lose the game. Flamethrower is gonna do 86%, and he's gonna Sacred Sword me, and I die. So yeah, he just won the interaction. Basically now I just auto lose the game. I'm gonna go into Meowscarada because knockoff, because Scissor is so low, knockoff is really free, and nothing can really knock me out in this range. But yeah, I'm gonna knock off the Focus Sash. Why is he Sash? I guess he was maybe Sash for like getting an extra hit on Moltres. I don't know. But I'm gonna knock off the Torn. The Torn, this is pretty much like a good range for me to be able to kill him with knockoff after this. The Bleak Wind Storm is gonna fucking lower my speed. So I basically just don't get another kill because he's gonna kill Fez. And here I go back into Meow. I am Choice Scarf. I should have Axled here, but I knocked. He was like never gonna go hard Scissor. So either he was gonna sack Torn or sack Hydrapple, and my play should have been just to click Axel to get the extra kill, but he decided to go Hydrapple. I kind of thought he would give me the kill anyways, but he's gonna Terra Blast me with Hydrapple, and I'm gonna lose. So yeah, this was a really, I think this was a really entertaining game, but it was like not good for me. Although I would say I did pretty well with bringing it back after the Slowking like destroyed half my team, because I was basically only playing with like 3.5 mons. But yeah, this matchup was not in the books for me. As soon as I looked at the matchup, I pretty much assumed I would just lose. Like, I couldn't really beat Slowking plus Scissor and add Terra Hydrapple, Pecharunt, Qianpao, and Torn T on top of that. Like, I couldn't win against that. Like, Scissor alone beats my top 3. He baited in my Moltres with the Toxic, so Moltres was kind of like not doing anything anymore. Trapagos had it. Trapagos, I would say, had the best matchup here, but it couldn't run like special setup. It couldn't run Calm Mind. It couldn't even run like Toxic itself. I mean, I guess I could have, but I felt like I needed I felt like I needed this set to do something. And otherwise, my only other set was Fez. And the idea behind Fez was to switch in on like Pecharunt with Malignant Chains and Shadow Balls or whatever the fuck it does. And then Nasty Plot, and then hope to kill some shit through Plot. Because Fez is like bulky enough to eat a hit, but it's not strong. And this Hydrapple would have walled me anyways because he was Assault Vest. And yeah. What else was there? Wasn't there like a high tier mon I didn't bring? Oh, I didn't bring Rotom Wash. Rotom, I was told to bring Rotom, but I kind of didn't see a matchup for it. I kind of just thought like it would just get pivoted all over, and then like Chien Pao would just do too much damage. Hydrapple's just gonna sit there. Petron's just gonna Malignant Chain poison me, and I'm not gonna be able to tank anything. And yeah. Rotom probably would have been fine here, but I think the 6 I brought were the best. I probably should have replaced Treads with something else. Because Treads plus Meow, like, really weren't gonna do anything together. Unfortunately. And Kyurem, I couldn't figure out a way to make Kyurem work. I considered, like, Weakness Policy Dragon Dance Outrage because he has no Fairy type, but Scissor just walls. And yeah, like my whole team was just kind of destroyed by Mega Scissor. But luckily there's only one Mega Scissor, and hopefully I won't have to face him in playoffs, assuming I make it to playoffs. We are still like in a good enough spot. I think I'm 3-2. I don't know what my differential is though. I think my differential is like pretty even though. I think I'm like 3-2 plus 0 if anything. But yeah. At least Kyurem got a kill, at least Meow got a kill, at least Trapagos got a kill. No kill for Molt. Almost wish I was just like burn up in this matchup, but I mean like hindsight 2020. And GG's to Anna Bunny, you really outplayed the fuck out of me the entire game. I think the only leg up I had on him was like getting the special defense drop with Trapagos on the Pecharunt. And then also Pecharunt like not poisoning me twice in a row with the 50% chance, which is kind of insane. But I mean, having no item, I guess you could say I was like invisible covert cloak. But yeah. Thanks you guys for watching. Next week, I don't know who my opponent is next week. It might be like Claude or Geo or something. Which I don't have like a good win record against them, but we'll see. I have a broken Kyurem on my side. But yeah, see you guys later.